The Yankees, they won the rubber game of their series with the Texas Rangers on Sunday, and they did it in comeback fashion. Now they're going to head out on a 6-game road trip this week. So let's talk some Yankees baseball with New York Post sports reporter Mark Sanchez. Mark, how are you doing, man?
Doing well. How are you, Dexter?
I'm doing good. First time we're doing this. Glad to have you here to talk some baseball. Know that's a sport that you love. And Mark, we talk about the Yankees. It was all doom and gloom at the start of last week for the Yanks after they had lost 4 in a row. They were swept by the Red Sox, but they had themselves a 4-2 homestand. So what do you make of how this team has bounced back, especially without their best player in Aaron Judge?
It's a bit incredible that they won 4 of 6 in this homestand without Judge, and while barely hitting. They scored 17 runs in 6 games, which is less than 3 per game. But they kept winning because their starting pitching has been really good and their bullpen has been great, probably the best in the majors. Today it was Jimmy Cordero and Nick Ramirez and Ron Marinaccio, a lot of guys in the bullpen who are not really their ace guys, the secondary guys, but they came through too. The bullpen's ERA is down to 2.85, which is #1 in the majors. And it hasn't really been, the offense and the guys who you'd expect to step up, but it's been other guys who've had big contributions and that made this homestand possible.
Yeah, it made it possible. When you can score 17 runs and still win 4 out of 6 games, that's pretty impressive. You'll take that any day. Now, on Saturday, Aaron Judge said that he had a torn ligament in his right toe, and there's no timetable for his return right now. We've seen how much the Yankees have struggled offensively. You just mentioned that without their captain. How long can this team survive if Judge doesn't return anytime soon?
That's the question, and I'm surprised they've survived this long without really their top guys. I think they hope that Stanton, who had a big RBI single today, that he gets going, and maybe this will jumpstart him. DJ LeMahieu also knocked in 2 runs with a double today, and these are really good signs for struggling players who they will need without Judge. The Yankees surviving without Judge is very much dependent on these other stars coming through, and that they haven't mostly this month, while the Yankees slid is why they slid. But today was a pretty good day for the hopes of a bounce back.
Yeah, it was a pretty good day for the Bronx Bombers bouncing back there. All right, here we go, Mark. 6-game road trip this week, starting Tuesday night in Oakland for a 3-game set, and then a weekend 3-game series in St. Louis. Now, record-wise, those 2 opponents, they're not so strong. So how important is this upcoming stretch for the Bronx Bombers?
Yeah, it's pretty incredible that the Yankees won series against the Mariners and Rangers. And I mean, considering the records and considering most of the rosters, the A's and Cardinals should be a step down in competition. This is a pretty good chance for the Yankees to solidify themselves, even without Judge. They're still in a playoff spot right now. We have through a wild card at the moment, at least, but it's a pretty tenuous position. If they can, keep finding a way to win without Judge and keep winning these close games with really good bullpen and good starting pitching, then once Judge does come back and once Carlos Rodon comes back, he's supposed to probably be back early in July, then they'd be pretty set up well for the second half.
Yeah, with the Yankees, it's all about getting healthy, and hopefully they can take advantage of what appears, and you said appears, to be a weaker schedule, weaker opponents coming up this week. That is Mark Sanchez, New York Post sports reporter. He's been covering the Yankees. Mark, thank you for your time. We'll do this again soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.